Good day everyone. Today I will be discussing about our first national artist for architecture, no other than architect Juan Felipe de Jesus Nakpil, known as Juan F. Nakpil. For a brief background of architect Nakpil, he was the eighth children of the Philippine Revolution veterans Julio Nakpil and Gregoria de Jesus. Juan Nakpil has raised a family in Batangas with his wife Anita Agoncillo Noble. Juan F. Nakpil is an architect, civil engineer, teacher, and civic leader, a pioneer and innovator in Philippine architecture. In essence, Nakpil's greatest contribution in his belief that there is such a thing as Philippine architecture, espousing architecture reflective of the Philippine traditions and culture. It is also largely due to his zealous representation and efforts that private Filipino architects and engineers, by law, are now able to participate in the design and execution of government projects. He has integrated strength, function, and beauty in the buildings that are the country's heritage today. When Juan Nakpil was on the second year of his course in civil engineering at the University of the Philippines, he took the bold decision to go to the United States to study civil engineering at the University of Kansas, supporting himself by working as a pianist. There he obtained his degree in civil engineering in 1922. However, he was not content. He decided to pursue his true passion, traveling to France to study architecture at the Fontainebleau School of Fine Arts. He returned to the United States with a Joseph Evelith Fellowship to Harvard University, where he got his master's degree in architecture in 1926. Juan F. Nakpil passed away peacefully at the age of 86. His consummate artistry was rewarded in the many outstanding structures that survive him. Now, let's proceed on what style of architecture does Juan Nakpil applied in his works. Architectural style. His two main styles are Art Deco and Streamline. The distinguishing features of the style are simple, clean shapes, often with a streamlined look, ornament that is geometric or stylized from representational forms, and unusual varied, often expensive materials which frequently include man-made substances. Though Art Deco objects were rarely mass-produced, the characteristic features of the style reflected admiration for the modernity of the machine and for the inherent design qualities of machine-made objects. Here, as you can see, his example of Art Deco architectural style, which is the Capitol Theater in Philippines, Manila. The tower facade is symmetrically composed with the lines offsetting each other to emphasize the strong and rigid geometric forms. At the center of this is an Art Deco grillwork that is made up of squares and circles surrounded by two pilasters on both sides. In the next slides, I will be discussing about his works that is part of our history. Out of 16 structures that he designed, here are the three famous works designed by Juan Nakpil. Carillon Tower at University of the Philippines, Diliman. During the 1940s, UP President Bienvenido M. Gonzalez, architect Juan Nakpil, and Conservatory Director Ramon Tapares talked about building a Carillon Tower in the campus. Unfortunately, World War II occurred, making the project impossible to execute. Quiapo Church in the district of Quiapo in the city of Manila, Philippines. In 1933, Father Magdaleno Castillo began the reconstruction of the church from the plan prepared by architect Juan Nakpil. He added the church's dome and a second belfry to balance out the facade. And lastly, Rizal Shrine in Calamba, Laguna. The Rizal Shrine in Calamba is a reproduction of the original two-story Spanish colonial-style house. The house is designated as a national shrine by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines. In 1949, President Elpidio Quirino passed Executive Order No. 145 facilitating reconstruction of the house. Filipino school children provided most of the funding for the project, while Juan F. Nakpil served as the supervising architect. So I hope you learned a lot about Juan Nakpil's background and architecture career. The references are listed in the description box below. See you on our next video. Thank you!